Ain't nothing wrong with you, just remember you're special. Feeling hopeless and alone, just remember there's always God there to be there to help you. Put in effort, make mistakes, no one on this earth is perfect. Trials and tribulations both in life are guaranteed, but in the end it's all worth it. I'm hoping and I'm praying. This is something relatable and the words are beneficial when someone out there can understand what I'm saying. Mind, muscle, motivation. Let's stop playing. Share it with the nation. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it may be, wherever you reside. It's mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share. Let's build a community. Let's continue to grow together forever. Today, it kind of dawned on me, believe it or not, there's so many people out there who are walking around unhappy. It dawned on me how I have my days and I have my moments where I'm not believing that I'm doing enough. I'm not believing that my current anything isn't how it's supposed to be. And when I'm doing that, I don't realize that I'm not the only one who may be feeling that way. So here we are. I thought, why not make a video? Why not talk about it? Why not discover exactly what's going on in our minds and our feelings and our thoughts and our disbeliefs? Why not talk about it? And why not try to get some answers and some resolutions? So, resolutions or solutions? Why not get some solutions? Y'all bear with me, okay? I'm not a professional, okay? But anyways, I think about every time I am going through that type of day, moment, hour, whatever it may be, I think about what Arnold Schwarzenegger said. During his loss of his father, of his brother, I believe, one of those, if not both of those, he was talking about he didn't have much time to mourn because he was so busy. Before you change and get off the video, just bear with me. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? This ain't me. Everybody knows who that guy is, who that man is. Everybody knows what he's done. But he talks about how basically when he's going through difficult times in life, he doesn't allow himself to willow and wallow. I don't know if I'm using the right words. He doesn't allow himself to mourn much, if not any at all. So where I'm getting at is that for me, and I know for others, it has to be, there's losses in life, don't get me wrong, that far outweighs some losses for others. And I know some does not compare, okay? I understand that. Trust me, I do. But a lot of times when we're going through that, for me, I'm gonna call it self-pity. I'm gonna call it the woe is me that we all experience and that we all may feel at times. For me, I'm just not doing enough. It only happens when I'm stagnant. It only happens like when I'm laying in bed or when I'm not in motion. So for me, the solution. What is it?
I was on my phone now. See, I was on my phone. I said, see, soft down where my phone is. Are you
Here, go watch it.
what happened?
Y'all bear with me. I've already done talked about how this little boy continues to come in here. When I tell him I'm trying to do these videos, he doesn't listen. Of course, what 3-year-old does. Y'all bear with me. Go in there with Gigi and watch this. How many times I gotta tell you to not come in here, huh? A lot.
Come on, Uncle.
For
We're
me,
going.
like I said, I'm not emotion. If I'm playing with this little one, when I'm getting on to him, I'm not thinking about bills. I'm not thinking about what I'm not doing enough of. I'm not thinking about uh, where my current situation is. I'm just not thinking about any of those things. For me, that's a break. And even when I'm working out, I'm just not thinking about all those things that stress me out. I'm not thinking about all those things that make me discouraged. So if you're feeling that way, if you want to give up, get up. If you are feeling down, get up. If you are, let me close this door, y'all hold on. But yeah, if you're feeling anything negative, get up. It's easier said than done. Like if you have a loss of a loved one, trust me, I've seen it enough. But I'm not going to name the person, but I have a person very close to me and they have experienced a lot of loss. Boy, I don't know how they do it, but this person is never home. This person is never alone. And a lot of times when we're going through those things, we want to become estranged. We want to push people away. This person doesn't do that. A lot of times when we're going through those things, we want to be alone. We just want to be at home. We want to be in the fetal position, especially when it comes to a loss. Any type of loss is a loss, but when there's always that but, I hate to say, but when there's somebody close to you, a family member, it hits different. It just hits different. But this person is never stagnant. When they have a loss, if anything, they work more. They move. They're not at home. They're just not at home. And this person has a work ethic that far outweighs anybody. I don't care if you're a famous person. I don't care if you're known all around the world. This person I look up to the most. But again, I'm not going to name who this person is. Some of you may have a hint, may have a clue, may have an idea. Because I've said it before, really. If you know somewhat of me, you know who I'm talking about. But I just truly believe if you're going through those type of times, you need to get up. I do believe that you should allow yourself to really fall into that hole, but don't just stay in it looking up. Try to climb out of it and try to get some resources to get yourself to get some help. To always try to get some help. I do not believe that anybody can go through those type of emotions alone. I definitely can't. I'm gonna tell you now, I can't. I mean, it's obviously that's why I'm sitting here talking about it. Talk about it. You have somebody that you trust. You have somebody that you've already vented to, that you've already shared damn near everything to. Talk about it. Don't just keep everything balled up inside. No matter what it is, you have to allow yourself to talk about it, to open up. If it's a therapist, so be it. If it's doing this, high five. If it's working out, hey, trust me, I know it. Whatever it may be, whatever it may be that's good, of course. But don't just let it ball up inside because just trust me, that ball is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then before you know it, you're going to be crushed and you're not going to be able to lift it up off of you. And neither is anybody else. And I hate it. I hate that you can have those type of days when they can be prevented or they don't have to become days. Those days can become an hour and that hour can become maybe half an hour. That half an hour can become maybe a few minutes. You know, we're just never alone. And that's the unfortunate part about it. We experience life. We think we experience life alone. We never experience life alone. There's always somebody out there who can relate to you, and it's a shame if you're going through something right now, whoever you may be that's watching or listening to this. If you really think that what you're going through nobody else has, you're wrong. And I don't ever call people out on their decisions, but this one time, I'm gonna have to call you out on it. You're wrong. You're just wrong. I used to think that. Let me tell you, I have already opened up about, my seizures and pretty much being called epileptic. But then I realized, okay, I'm not a true epileptic, okay? I don't have the true, I'm not gonna say true, but I don't have the seizures that can, kill you every day. But there's somebody else that does. And that hit pretty hard because, when you're going through something and you just really truly understand how somebody is going through it way much more difficult than you. I felt ashamed because I truly realized how selfish and how ignorant I was really becoming and thinking and living. Because listen, when you're broke, there's somebody out there that's homeless. And when you're hungry and you have that food in your refrigerator that you don't want to eat, there's somebody out there who doesn't have any food to eat that would be happy to eat a loaf of bread. There's somebody out there who would be absolutely beside themselves to eat a sandwich. So when you have that meat, that sandwich meat in your refrigerator, and you don't want to eat it, and you're just flopping on the couch, being completely ungrateful and unthankful, just realize there's someone out there who's eating out of trash cans. And when you're laying in bed, when you're laying on an air mattress, there's somebody out there who's laying on the pavement, floor, ground, dirt, who would be absolutely just out of their mind to sleep on an air mattress. Or when you're laying in that bed that you don't like, come on. That's why we give up so much, because we're always wanting so much more, and we're never thankful. We don't ever realize that it can be worse, because we already think that we're in the worst. We're already believing whatever situation that we're in is as worse as it can get, and we're wrong. I'm intense because I'm talking about myself. When I reflect on my childhood growing up, that's why you're getting the reaction that you're getting, because I'm talking about myself, and I'm able to reflect on how I used to act, and even how I act sometimes now. And of course, I'm reacting in the way that I am because I'm thinking about how people are that I know. And I'm not talking about teenagers. I'm talking about adults. I'm talking about grown ass people, myself included. It is a shame. I didn't know if that was the right word to use, because again, I don't like to call people out on their emotions and how they act, but this is myself included. It is a shame. That's completely what it is. I mean, there's just always someone out there who is still getting up every single day, that's in a way that's far far worse than what you may be going through in life. There's always someone out there, and we don't realize that. And you know what? I don't think we're exposed to how truly bad it can get, because whatever our situation is, we wallow in it for so long, and we're in such a self-pity stage, and we really think that the world is against us, and that's just not how it is. Nobody cares about whatever it is you're going through, first off, to really try to crush you. You don't mean that much. And I'm not trying to break somebody down. This ain't some breaking you down and building you up. I'm saying these things because there should be no reason why we give up, because it can always be worse. And understand that when you're at the bottom, the only way to go from there is up. If you're really at the lowest point in your life, you can only know that based on the things that you've overcome And that's another thing that we don't allow ourselves to do as well. If you're going through something, try, okay? I know it's harder. It's easier said than done. Trust me, I know, because I have a hard time doing it. But if you're going through a situation right now, just think about other situations that God has pulled you through. Think about other situations that you've overcome. And whatever it is, you may have a moment where you're like, really, I can't overcome this? Or really, I'm giving up because of this? Boy, before you give up, damn it, before you give up, golly, boy, let me keep myself together. Before you give up, talk to somebody. Before you give up, talk to somebody. For my young people listening, watching, before you give up, talk to your parents. Get some counseling, whatever it may be, to help you get out of that pit that you're in. Talk to somebody, seek out help. I don't know why when we're going through stuff, we want to push people away. I think that is a selfish thing to do, because you're really just thinking about yourself. But there's always somebody out there who cares about you. Before I continue to slap whoever in the face with my words, just know there's somebody out there who cares about you. Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. And again, when you're feeling discouraged and when you're feeling like you're supposed to do more, you probably are. You probably are. Every time I feel that way, it's because I'm supposed to do more. It's because I'm not working enough. I'm not doing enough. Because think about it. When you're having those type of moments, you only can think that way when you have more time to think than not. And when you think, it's when you're not doing much. It's not rocket science. When you're moving, when you're washing clothes and cleaning the home, or working out, running, or playing with the little kid, you're not thinking about nothing. You're not on social media, making it worse. You're moving. You're allowing yourself to get up, go outside, take a walk. There's so much to do. It's easier said than done, but trust me, believe you me, you can get the help. If you look around, the help is all around. The help is there. And don't rely on other people, because they rather it be you than them. Trust me when I tell you that. People rather it be you than them. Nobody wants to go through anything bad. Nobody wants to have a bad moment, day, second, year, whatever it may be. Nobody wants that. So when you're opening up to people, they may give you all the advice in the world. If they can't relate, why seek it out? And like I said, yes, it helps to open up. But depending on their response, they rather it be you than them, and they don't care. They don't care. They do not. Somebody can say that exact same thing about me, but with the examples that I mentioned, with the things that I've said, you would think that I have some kind of experience in that area, but that's up for you to decide. But don't give up, people. Just golly, don't give up. It can be far much worse than whatever you're going through. And like I said, when you're at the bottom, there's only one way to go up from there. There's only one way to go from there, and that's up. And if you can look up, you can get up. You've heard it before. If you can look up, you can get up. So when you fall, try to land on your back so you can get up. You heard it before. If you haven't heard it, now you've heard it. That didn't come from me. Hopefully this inspired somebody. That's the word. Hopefully this video has inspired somebody. Hopefully you are getting up as we speak. Getting up on your own 2 feet. Going outside. Doing something productive. Doing something. Do something. Just do something. Because if you can't take control over your mind will take control over you. And once that happens, you're going to get thrown into a pit that's very dark. And nobody's going to be there but you. in darkness. Don't allow yourself to get to that point. It is mind, muscle, spirit motivation. Hopefully, I pray that this video inspires somebody. Hopefully, this video has uplifted somebody. We're going to keep it coming, people. We're going to keep it coming because I want to continue to get better. I want you to continue to get better. And let's both do it together forever. Mind, muscle, spirit, motivation. Like, subscribe, share. Until next time, do not give up, you. Do not give up, you. We out. Stay blessed. Peace.
And people still think this today is it's a choice to be happy. It's a choice to be sad. So come on, like buck up. You got this. Move on. When a lot of times you just wake up blue and you don't have that choice, and it's not that easy. You just don't turn it on or turn it off. Because a lot of times, sure, there's a thing. This thing happened, therefore I'm depressed. But a lot of times people just wake up and the skies are gray and you don't know what to do. And one of the most powerful things you can do is, number one, know you're not alone. Know that if you're experiencing it, there's a lot of other people out there experiencing it too, and talk about it. The power of talking about it and how important that is. And now I can tell young men, young women, kids, older people, doesn't matter. Hey, it's okay. Talk about it. If you're feeling blue, if you're feeling fucked up, if you don't have the answers, talk about it.